Welcome to week 4 of Global Health 620. At this point, you should be uploading assignments due at the midterm. As announced on Canvas last week, September 9th, I pushed back all your week 4 due dates to allow extra time and allow time for consultation on midterm assignments. I changed midterm due dates to Sunday, September 15th. That's 11:59 p.m. tonight. I have advised a few of you who reached out and requested appointments last week on Microsoft Teams. We reviewed your choices and areas of interest and progress on your midterm assignments. About half of you have confirmed with me that you were developing a midterm paper that addresses an appropriate Kentucky reportable disease and studying it in both Kentucky and another state or region outside of the United States. Of course, your selection of appropriate diseases or conditions and your estimates and areas of interest will be part of your midterm grade. As a reminder, your uploads in Canvas due today should include a midterm paper, a Word document, a midterm video, which is an MP4 file, and an Excel workbook, which includes assignments 2 and 3 and a revised assignment 1. At least each of the components that have been assigned to you throughout the first 4 weeks of the class. I met up with a few of you last week in class and through Microsoft Teams and reviewed your workbooks and in progress or midterm papers. We talked about how the midterm paper and video would be scored according to the rubric. We'll use the same rubric at midterm and final exam. You may be using the rubric as an outline for subsection headings in your research paper. As described in your syllabus, the midterm paper should address what you've found out so far or what you discovered in the literature from assigned government websites, scientific articles, and the textbook. Your Kentucky reportable disease profile must include in-progress tables and figures. Your transnational research presentation must represent what you've discovered at this point from studying assigned websites and information across Kentucky and your area of interest. Again, I changed dates to Sunday, September 15th, as due for not only the midterm paper and video, but also your assigned workbook. That is due tonight at 11:59 p.m. Your uploads in Canvas should include an Excel workbook, including elements from assignments 1 and 2 and 3, a midterm paper, and a midterm video in the appropriate file formats. And I met up with a few of you last week through Teams. Your workbooks needed at least 5 to 10 more hours of development. Following your syllabus, week 4 brings us to chapter 11 in the textbook. Only one chapter is assigned this week as midterms are underway. Your second test was due by midnight on September 11th, and midterm assignments are due tonight. Again, send me an email if you miss any of these deadlines. The midterm is supposed to be work in progress. It's important to submit midterms by the deadline. I don't expect everything to be completed perfectly, but it should include all the assigned elements. During week 5, according to your syllabus, we'll be starting mapping exercises with Dr. Topmiller, and you also have test 3 due. I've decided to push back test 3 and combine it with test 4. I'd like to get you started with mapping and videos that will be posted for this week and get you started on exercises that will be posted under weeks 5 and 6. So on Tuesday, we'll start with 4 videos posted under weeks 5 and 6 in Canvas. We'll have a guest lecture with Dr. Tot Miller invited to class. We'll continue with his mapping videos and exercises during weeks 5 and beyond. I'll post related map making assignments. And according to your syllabus, you have a midterm video reflection, but I'm not assigning that as due until the final presentations are complete. After your midterm assignments are graded, I may post some extra credit video reflections where you can respond to a TWIV podcast or comparable video content. Dr. Tot Miller will provide an introduction to global health mapping from the perspective of a local subspecialist who works for the American Academy of Family Physicians. Dr. Tot Miller is a senior research scientist affiliated with Health Landscape and the Graham Center for Policy Studies in Family Medicine for more than a decade. We started working together about 15 years ago when I was a master's level researcher in North Carolina, and Michael was part of our CDC-funded research team identifying risks and benefits of tiendas or local markets in the southeastern United States. He also worked on our team back translating infectious disease and cancer prevention curricula from English to Spanish and Spanish to English. Over the years, Michael has helped local primary care physicians in North Carolina and Kentucky and Ohio, also Virginia and other states, help them to respond to the needs of their patient populations by helping them visualize ways their patient populations are subject to unique determinants of health and health risk behaviors. Viewing his lecture sub-series will help you create your own specialized maps for your audience, which is the state of Kentucky and public health professionals in one other non-US area. After you develop your series of maps, including addresses that correspond with care for your disease of interest, and visually represent those, including population needs, variables, disease burden, and relative risk of Kentucky reportable diseases, you should be able to complete the assignments 4 and 5 and develop your final projects according to the Global Health 640 rubric that has been posted for midterm and final exams. Be sure to watch for new videos and assignments that are going to be posted this week, and have a good evening.